What's going on, guys? This is Riggs, and I want to jump right into it. We have a lot to get through, and like I always say, I don't want the video to get too long. So, as you guys saw in the title, and as you guys saw in the thumbnail, this is going to be the reaction, or kind of breaking down the 0.15.0 update. At the time I'm making this video, the servers are actually down right now. They're going to be down for almost 8 hours. I can't believe it. So, what better time than to make a video explaining everything? Yeah, so again, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. But again, we're going to jump right into this. The very first thing that's going to be coming, and this, to me, I know we say it a lot with these update videos, but I really feel like this is going to be a game-defying update, and I will explain all of that right now, so let's get into it. The very first thing I wanted to talk about, which isn't game-defying, but it is going to be something very fun that's going to be coming to the game, which is the brand new Payload mode, which is available. This is not classic. This is available, I believe, through Evo Ground. There's a bunch of new stuff that's going to be coming, especially some new weapons. We have the RPG-7, which we have seen before, but that's also going to be coming back. The M3E1A, the M79 grenade launcher, the MGL grenade launcher. We've also seen the minigun, but that is also going to be available in this new Payload mode. The minigun right now is available in, the Darkest Night. And we also have a brand new, not vehicle, but a brand new aircraft, aka the helicopter, which is going to be available also. And what's cool is you'll actually be able to have, you can call in airstrikes. There's new weapons that are going to be available in the crates, a recall system. You can revive dead teammates at the communication tower if you pick up their ID. So it's just going to be a new fun way to play the game from a completely different angle, considering you'll be able to fly in a helicopter. So you'll be able to see the game from an angle or from an experience that you've never had before, which will be really cool. Something that will be a lot of fun. There's also going to be a lot of changes coming to Survive Till Dawn. And I know it's kind of, some people play it for a little bit and then quickly forget about it. But for those of you guys that do like Survive Till Dawn, I'll let you know what's going to be coming with that. So I do have a, it says modified skybox, colors, and background objects. It's going to be Halloween themed. So the monster is going to be changing with Halloween right around the corner. They've added a hostile human faction in the abandoned factories and strongholds. Defeat them to get better rewards. These are going to be like the bosses that are protecting these areas. And a couple other little changes to Survive Till Dawn for those of you big zombie fans. I'm not the biggest zombie fan, but there are going to be a couple little tweaks that they are going to be making. This is the big one. This is why I said a game-defying change that is coming. For those of you guys that don't know, I'll let you know what we're talking about, and that is the ledge grab. This is going to, you will be able to get to places you've never been able to get to simply based on this. Now that you can actually grab on, there's going to be a new feature where your character will grab on to the gutters or to the roofs, to different crates that you were never able to climb on top of. What I'm wondering with the ledge grab is, how's that going to change the game? Are we going to see like people camping roofs? It's kind of scary. It seems fun at the start, like the idea behind it, but to me, I don't know if I'm a fan yet. I need to see how this is going to be, if people are going to be exploiting this. I just have a feeling that people are going to be camping places that were never able to be camped before, whether you're playing in either mode, TPP, FPP. It's going to be really interesting to see how people come up with this. I'm hoping it's not going to be what I think it's going to be, which is just going to be a complete camp fest. More so than it already is in a lot of these games. But yeah, that is coming, you guys. Where you tap jump and then jump again at the right time. So it's basically double tap jump in order to grab on. That'll be the new feature, and your character will pull themselves up onto the roof or onto whatever it is you're grabbing onto. Yeah, let me know down in the comment section. This is going to be a big one. I really want to get your guys' reaction as well. We also have exploding gas cans that are going to be coming. This will be interesting how people use these. Right now, you either use fuel for your vehicle, or most people don't even pick them up at all, ever. So now the fact that you can actually like set up traps using these fuel cans, again, it's going to add another twist, another dynamic to the game. which I cannot wait to see all of the creative ideas that people are going to come up with, and I'll be very excited to bring that content to you guys in the near future. A big change, and what more so than Payload, more so than the ledge grab, more so than the exploding gas can traps, I'm excited about the weapon changes that are coming to the game. So I'll go ahead and break that down for you guys real quick. We have the Desert Eagle, aka Deagle, that is coming, and I know a lot of people were asking this, and yes, it is available on all 4 maps. That is correct. It's available on every single map. Will be the Deagle. It's going to have the highest damage and muzzle velocity of all the pistols. So this is going to be it. The notes say it deals 62 damage, can be attached with a red dot, holographic sight, that'll be interesting, magazines, and laser sight to improve shoulder firing. And the ammo it carries is 45. So this will be interesting. And what does it say? Default magazine is 7 rounds with the extended magazine. That will bump it up to 10. So I'll be curious to see. I'll be really curious to see how this is going to work. There's also a new vehicle, you guys, which is also available on all maps. I believe this is replacing the armored UAZ, which is absolutely nothing, and no one likes it. You can't even shoot out of it. But this is going to be the BRDM-2 amphibious armored vehicle. It's amphibious. It's like a frog, right? Aren't frogs amphibians? It can be on land and it can be on water. This thing is going to be another thing. I'll be curious to see how people use this. Will people actually be firing off flare guns outside of zone now to pick up one of these things? We're just gonna have to wait and see. Also, I wonder if they're gonna tweak the zones a little bit. They're gonna update the zones. Are more zones gonna land over water? Things like this they can change and not even tell. So just be something that we notice. But I'm really curious to see how this is going to pan out. They also have graffiti that's coming to the game.
Impressive.
That's just going to be more ways to spend your money. It's kind of like parachute trails. It means absolutely nothing. But we do have a lot of changes coming to the firearms. This is the really big one. The M16 is getting a huge buff. Not a nerf, but a buff. Let me break down what's happening with the M16. It says reduced the initial recoil in burst mode. That right there, that is a buff. It says improved long distance firing by reducing damage fall off. It says, and check this out, the M16, you guys, look what they're doing to the M16. Crazy buff. It says, the patch notes say, can be equipped with a tac stock now. So it's gonna have even less recoil. So not only has the recoil been reduced on burst, or the initial burst, but now that you can have a tac stock on this thing, you're gonna have even less recoil. This thing, you're gonna see everybody rocking the M16. That right there, I am so freaking pumped about. Is the changes coming to the M16. This one I don't know if I'm a fan of. I have had the opportunity to play with the Vector that now will be holding 9mm ammunition, which means the UMP9 is no longer the UMP9. It's now the UMP45. I'll go ahead, if I remember, I'll make sure I drop a card on the video so you guys can check out a video where I was on the Chinese version playing around with both of these weapons like 4 or 5 months ago on Riggs Gaming. We were messing around with these weapons. They're finally coming to global. From the comment section back then, a lot of people loved it. A lot of people hated it. People like kind of like how it is. But the mag for the UMP is going to be reduced. The magazine for the Vector will now be increased. And there's just going to be, of course, a difference. Damage is going to be different between each of these weapons. It's kind of like a swap, but not really. But yeah, so we can sell that in another video. But there is going to be big changes coming to those weapons. They're basically doing a weapon swap, and magazines will be holding, UMP will hold less, Vector will hold more, and all that good stuff. There's also going to be some buffs coming to the MK47, aka Mutant. That will also, it's also going to be getting sort of, it looks like the burst fire ARs are both receiving buffs. As you guys can see here, we have the tac stock now being added to the MK47. So again, even less recoil, and a lot of people have been complaining about the recoil and just the recoil pattern of the Mutant. So with that tac stock, we'll have to see how that's going to go ahead and work out. Now, here's another big one. This is kind of like more like a quality of life. Attachment consolidation. It says combine pistol and SMG attachments. Combine bullet loops for shotguns, Win, and Kar 98 into one attachment. So that's going to be interesting. It says pistols can be attached. All pistols can now be attached with the holographic sight. I imagine that change because of the deagle that's coming. So there are going to be some performance and graphic changes as well. For performance, it says fix loading issues for better combat experience, optimized weapon loading logic to cut stuttering when players come into view, reduced main thread CPU usage to cut overheating, which we're going to get into, and improve graphics and smoothness on lower end devices. So for those of you playing this game on low end devices, it should be a much better experience for you now coming up. Graphics, improve weapon and outfit graphics and texturing. Again, this is quality of life stuff. Modeling and lighting. It says enhanced lighting and shadow in main menu. All right, also, this is big for someone like me who does live streams, who holds a lot of customs. They're even throwing something our way. Check this out. For the rooms, it says reduce the time needed to create and enter rooms. That'll be interesting because we're already over here. We're already filling up rooms in like 30 seconds. So it's going to be even faster now. It says room owner decides if a password is needed for creating a room. As you guys know that watch the live streams, the password is usually 123. But now we can just cut that out. Bam, just cut it out. All you're going to need is the room ID. So that's kind of cool.
Enemies ahead.
So there's going to be, yes, so there are going to be adding a few other new contents that's coming to the game. I know a lot of you guys are going to like that there's an FPP training ground now. That is awesome. It says they've added rookie missions. They've added partner rewards. They added tab, or a different tab when you message other players. It says added a new gift giving animation, even though gift giving is completely broken in this game. They've added grenade finishes, more money we can dump into the game. Added close-up views when trying on outfits in the shop. That'll be kind of cool. Added vouchers, and it looks like there's also going to be some new achievements that are also going to be coming. All right, and the last thing I wanted to touch on for those of you guys that made it made it to the very end of the video, this was, I kind of wanted to save the best for last. This is going to be awesome. It says the performance has also been improved. Now it runs smoother, but consumes less power and therefore less likely to cause your device to heat up. That has been a big concern for a lot of people, is their device is overheating, their device is getting hot. So it looks like they've made some performance and some other changes to graphics. The CPU, we've already mentioned CPU, but that's more like, like nerd stats and stuff. But just to keep it simple, they're making changes to how the game is optimized and how the overall performance in the game is going to be ran, which is going to make it to where your device is going to run smoother, therefore it's not, or it will be less likely that it will heat up, which means you're not going to overheat. I mean, bam, that's perfect. This update, I want to say, as is right now, I'm skeptical about the bugs, but I am very excited about the changes that are going to be coming. I'm also concerned with a few of the changes as well, as far as the ledge grab, how that's going to work out. This update for me, the thing I'm most excited about is the weapon changes, specifically the M16, because many people say that gun is already broken. For those of you that are thumb players but use gyro, or for those of you that are full-blown claw players, or if you're like Sage and you play on an emulator, what's awesome is the M16, I'm telling you, it is going to be so broken. I'm going to say it straight out. I'm not even going to say, oh, let's see what happens. This gun is going to be broken with the changes they're making. So if you're a thumb player, get that gyro out. Start practicing with gyro, because you're going to want to be rocking the M16 where you can move, aim, and shoot all at the same time, because this is going to be the weapon. At any rate, hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction / dissection, is that a word? Dissecting of the 0.15.0 update. Again, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Like, comment, and subscribe. But until the next video, this has been Riggs from Riggs Gaming.